Yeah. We can see you now. Good morning and welcome to day 2 of the 2025 Australian Handball Championships. Men's qualifier for a spot in the semi-finals between the New Zealand Barbarians and Western Australia. My name is Lockie France. Lovely to have your company on this Saturday morning, or actually Saturday afternoon to our New Zealand friends. Kia ora. As the Barbarians look to pick up their first win in the competition against the WA side that finished second in their group. So just some last minute adjustments. Actually, my first time commentating the New Zealand team here at this tournament, the New Zealand Barbarians. Right. And we are underway, Western Australia, with first use of the ball. It's going to take some getting used to. The New Zealand side not in the all-black strip. A pretty fun team to watch. This New Zealand Barbarians team, especially this man, Riku Sato. And he's passed to Rui Souza. A big pivot. Doesn't go to hand. And it's going to be an attack of foul first up. Luke Harrod absorbing the contact. And first goal of the morning goes to the New Zealand Barbarians. Now Costa. And great work getting back on defense from Western Australia. We're going to see Mad Saitaran and Riku Sato swapping attack and defense throughout this game. On Unak, puts it on the floor, might have dropped it into his own leg in any event. Just drops the shoulder in there. There's Carlos Pardo. He's called for an attacker foul. So attacker fouls either way early. As the ball to the wing goes. Just inside the near post. Not quite on target. And Barbarians, early 2-0 lead. Adriano Costa stepping up from 7 meters. Puts it away. Beating James Nixon. The Barbarians' goal. And siding his way through the defense. Leonardo Gatti there in jersey 6. And that ball just half volleys. Chun Yi Chung, who's been really good out on that wing for Western Australia. And that shot's just wide. Pardo. Souza. That's exactly what worked so well for them. Western Australia yesterday. The times they were able to get Rui Souza the ball in close to the line, they had a lot of success. New Zealand Barbarians will set it up once again. And save by Omathable, but 7 meters coming for the New Zealanders. And Barbarians restore their 2-goal lead. Unak breaks through. New Zealand going quickly. Saved on the table. The Wall of Oceania, as he's been called. And just wide from Vesterberg. Sunak there, he doesn't want a bit of contact. That's fired home by Thomas Schneider. Oh, the pass from Costa and then the save from Nixon. New Zealand coming the other way and Ormond Double does just as good at the other end. Oyasato. And a madcap passage of play ends in a Western Australia goal for Leon Oyasato. Finally, we return to something a bit slow, just a bit of methodical build up here from New Zealand. And the shot is fired away, and then Karan cleans up the crumbs, puts it home. This time saved. Sato can't make it 2 in quick time. And 7-4 now, the New Zealanders' advantage. Sato into Souza. He manages to corral it. And there will be a foul in there. And nice work, Carlos Pardo. Shifty footwork to create the opening. Costa off the bar. Smart bounce. It's out to Karad on the wing. Sousa doing a really good job of corralling these balls, but the passes have been pretty good as well. But goalkeeper James Nixon for the Barbarians has been up to the task on a couple of occasions. And 7 metre coming. It's Carl Fitzpatrick earns his team a trip to the line. Thomas Schmieder Makes no mistake. As you can see, Western Australia really putting a focus on getting the ball into the line. Unak saves that one. They'll step back up. Sato lobs it into the far corner. Of course, Western Australia without Adrian Hopper today, which is unfortunate. He had pretty bad ankle injury yesterday. And that's tipped away by Omatabo onto the post. And he's in a boot and actually using one of the sport wheelchairs we have here this week to get around in. I wish him well. Too many steps there. Barbarians looking to go quickly. A little bit of tempo, but not really a fast break, so to speak. That's just dropped. I think a bit of miscommunication more than anything there. Osato, now attack a foul. He threw the pass and then collected the New Zealand player. A lot going on there. And we're going to maybe have a stoppage. See how Fitzpatrick is doing. He's all right. And too good there on that occasion, Pardo. And we're going to see a timeout from Western Australia right at the midpoint. 15 minutes and 7 seconds played. The scoreline reading 10-6 in the New Zealand Barbarians' favour. Whilst over on the other court, it is Queensland leading Victoria 6-2. You're looking for that live stream. It should be over on the New South Wales Handball Facebook page. Oh yes, Queensland leading Victoria 7-2 now. Only 12 and a half minutes played in that one. Of course, following this game at midday, we've got New South Wales and ACT as well as WA versus Queensland. And then the afternoon shift we'll have the men's semi-finals and men's playoff for 5th and 6th. Costa. It's wrapped up. He gets rid of it though, and Osato, he'll say he had it knocked away, chopped on the arm, but looks like he just lost the handle on the way through. It was a little bit behind him. Now, it was Giaquinto in jersey 5. Fashions an angle. That hits the post. Sato tries to feed it to Costa, who probably could have shot as soon as he got it, but it was just out in front of him a little bit. And then that's over Souza, but it's over him because he got pushed out the way by Josh Bruce Campbell, jersey 24. Oh, the pass was almost picked off. Just wide. Well, when you have a former AHF delegate on the bench, he's going to notice things like that. 2 minutes. Yes, looks like it's just an incorrect substitution there. All right, Sato attacking. Souza stepping back out to centre back. With Western Australia playing man down for the next 53 seconds. Oh, there's a lot going on there, and we get the calls of A from the WA benches. Souza. There you go, video replay for this. All right, we're going to go video replay. It's a 2-minute suspension. This is going to check if there is an upgrade for contact to the face. It'll remain a 2-minute suspension. Jersey 10, Matt Goosen. That is tipped away. By Campbell, and it's in through the hands. Fitzpatrick. Sato, now Souza puts it on the floor. Barrels his way through, but was inside. Wouldn't have minded seeing him shoot from a bit further out there. He was in plenty of space to wind up. Physical play really starting to have an effect on some of these shots, but it's just good defense at both sides. There's Souza getting a lot more open on this occasion. With Western Australia back to their full complement. And the Barbarians are going to call a timeout of their own. They're up 10 goals to 7, right on 10 minutes to play in this first half. Check score over on court D. Between Queensland and Victoria, and it is Queensland holding a comprehensive 12-3 advantage. 19 minutes played in that game as well. As very close to touching the foot or the leg. More contact. It was been a very physical game. All right. 6 apiece for the next 7 seconds. And then New Zealand will have a player advantage. He's going to be Souza. Getting a 2-minute suspension. Just throwing the elbow out, I think, is the referee's call. Great find. Gerard puts it over. Sato looking to fashion something. Costa. Yellow card for the coach there, I think, just as the team official is Costa. Has his shot saved by Nixon. It was a long way out. Nixon watched it all the way. And buried. Straight through. 6. Leonardo Gatti there. Strap on his nose. As that rockets into the back wall. Sato, Western Australia. So this 4-goal deficit. Costa, great work. Adriano Costa. Battled through the contact. Put it where Nixon was not going to be able to get to it. Both teams back to full strength now. Best part of 2 minutes with Unak and Sousa both off court. Western Australia, not what they need at all. That pass thrown into Carrad's arm, but that long pass just never got up for a teammate to Corral. Moving fast now here, Western Australia. Stolen away and stay with the Barbarians. That scrap. Here's Carrad. Omathabo! Good save. Sato's back there. Tries to keep it in. Only as far as Barbarians player. And buried. And we're going to have a Western Australian timeout. The score at 8-11. 5.5 minutes or so to play in the opening half here for a spot in an Australian National Championship semi-final. It's been certainly a hotly contested one. WA coach there just imploring his team to engage the defense and pass it around. Fashion some openings, fashion some chances. And when the chance comes, fire home. The Barbarians doing well to come out there and really attack Costa there. Matt Goosen just breaking things up before anything could really start. And that pass straight to Giaquinto and fires it home past Omathabo. Oh, we have a bit of change up here. Looks like Osato is going to come into centre back with Costa coming off. It'll be Saitoran over on the right wing. And Chunye Chung will move to left wing. Sato and Yunak in their usual positions, left and right back respectively. And then Souza in the middle, creating havoc as Saitoran. Not quite. Yunak straight at James Nixon. Thinks about the last break, but WA are out there quickly. Dropped off to the winger. Fired wide. It was a good pass. But I think Mads Sacharan might have been defending inside here. There's going to be belated 7-metre throw call. And fires home. No mistake. No goal in the end. Sato loses the handle and the turnover. Here come the Barbarians. And an attacker foul going the other way. Sato, just a little too much angle, it goes over. Miles off the spot, unfortunately. Rolling down into the final 90 seconds of the first half. 13-8 lead for the Barbarians. And they'll have a chance to extend it out by another goal. Spin move, but almost double. Equal to the task. After the spin move and shot from Matt Kropp. And then Nixon getting across to save. And saved Omatabo. He's been massive for them in every game. We're going to have 2 minutes for Matt Kropp now. He will not be back until the second half of this game. Osato slips a little bit. Might have actually worked out for him, but Sataran puts it over. It's off the top of the bar. Oh, Barbarians with the chance for the last attack of the half here. Just 20 seconds to play. Oh, down to 14 now. And the lob shot, oh, it's off the post. And that will be the end of the first half. So New Zealand looking for their first win in the competition. And, well, if they're going to get it, they're picking a great time to do so. They are up 13-8 at halftime over Western Australia in a qualifying final for a spot in the semis. Over on the other court, it's Queensland up 18-7 over Victoria. Halftime just started there as well. So we've got about 9.5 minutes left until the second half commences. So we're going to catch a quick break and rejoin you soon with all the second half action.
and get plastic and get elastic bands. But yeah.
I'm trying to look because I remember in the past they put up pictures of.
That's like the sports goggles that
Yeah.
were
Yes.
and like
Yeah. They cost something.
it was that guy from Spain.
How bad is your eyesight? Can you still?
I think we'll see how I do in warm up, but it's like I can see your face, and I can see.
Not for you.
I can see the ball.
Welcome back for the second half of this Australian Handball Championships game. Qualifying final between Western Australia and the New Zealand Barbarians. It is New Zealand Barbarians leading 13-8 at halftime. Winner of this game, of course, will play the ACT in the semi-finals. If New Zealand were to win here, the Barbarians, it would be a rematch of the group stage for them. And we are back underway. New Zealand Barbarians with first use of the ball. Moving it quickly to start. And tipped away by Souza. Big Rui Souza. Doesn't usually have to run 3/4 of the court to score his goals, but he does on that occasion and does it with aplomb. Excellent start for the Western Australian side. Get a quick goal. Sato with 2 minutes. Holding on to the jersey of the New Zealand player. As at lob, well wide. I will say about Riku Sato, he always finds something to laugh about. Whether it's laughing because he finds something actually funny or laughing because he's just that incredulous about something. So Campbell back into the game after serving his 2-minute suspension. Now it will be the side from across the ditch with the player advantage for the next minute and 24. When they're in the half court, just find a spot and just leave it there and don't have to follow the ball when they're running in the half court. Yeah. So just, yeah. Yeah. And then just, yep. And home it goes. Souza again. Yeah, 2 minutes on both sides again. And 7-meter penalty coming. As Carlos Pardo finds his way through. Out in the process. Now Jay Chang will step up. Try and make the save here. Gets a hand to it. The shot from Thomas Schmieder. Good enough. Osato. Unak, quick pass. A little too quick. Couldn't control it. Mito this time. Gets through, creates an opening for himself. Being egged on by the New Zealand bench. They obviously spotted something they liked. Souza. Finding spots there right on the line. Always jumps out to that pass, and he's defending really high here. And great work, Inato Gaddy. Yeah. I think that's 2 minutes for simulation there. So Sato finds Sacharan out on the wing, tries to get a little bit more of an angle, and then Sato, well, somehow found its way through to Souza, and he doesn't need a second invitation. Let's leave it behind. Souza gets there first, but fortunately Josh Bruce Campbell is there to reel it in. And oh. Gaddy tries to fire it off quickly, and there is. I'm not saying there's a damp spot. I think it might just be a discoloration on the court, but we play on. Louis Carai's going to get 2 minutes there. WA looking to fashion something with the man advantage. Good work by the Barbarians. Unak now. And tipped away behind the end line by James Nixon. Barbarians keep possession. So we're going to have the New Zealand Barbarians timeout with the scoreline reading 16-12, 7 minutes played in the second half. Check the score over on the other court. It's 23-10, the Queensland advantage. Looks like they'll be through as things stand to play New South Wales in the semi-finals, and won't that be an absolute blockbuster, the traditional rivals. interesting to see what both teams do out of this timeout. Hasn't always been a lot forthcoming from the defences. Western Australia getting into Sousa has probably been the best option for them on most occasions. That's Vesterberg just trying to keep Thomas Schmieder out of the play. Smart Chun Yi Chung to just release his grip on Gatti there before the goal was scored, or he might have been spending some time on the bench. Saitaran! Open up the angle for himself with the right hand on the right wing. Just gave himself enough room to work with. Fitzpatrick, good pass. The save by Omathable. It'll remain Barbarians' possession though. Just got a wet spot on the court. Just need. All right, back underway. Well, that's an interesting time to take a bounce, but it works out. Schmieder. Now Karad leaves it behind. Unak picks that up off his toes. The shot from a fair way out. Might have Nixon beat, but it also beat the outside of the post. Fitzpatrick pulls it in, near post. Stepping inside. No goal. So we'll let it clean up. He'll go again. Sato breaks through. Oh, skills with the boot on the referee. And saved on the ball. That's turned over, and here comes New Zealand. Worked well from left to right, but WA doing a good job to stick with New Zealand, and there's going to be an attacker foul. Gaddy drew 2 defenders, collected 1 in the process. And that was why things started opening up on the wing. Unak and just caught. Might have been caught across the neck there. Let's see what comes of things. And now Sato. Thought he might have been able to create an opportunity for himself. Instead, Unak. And then Souza. And it'll be just a foul. Oh, off the post by Oyasato. He knows he had Nixon beat on that occasion. And straight through the goalkeeper on Mathable. Frustrated with himself on that occasion, but it's work. You get Pardo across to the centre there. All it takes is one defender to take a split second too long to make a decision. Changes the whole outcome of the play. So I don't know, I think he was left-handed. He was on his way there. Instead of go with the right. And 7-metre penalty coming. So Adriano Costa can cut the margin to 3 here. Save by Nixon. Went for the nutmeg. Good Costa, and Nixon was wise to it. It remains a 4-goal lead for New Zealand, 18-14. Just about at midpoint of the second half. That one's blocked by Souza. Good work from the big man. And sneaks its way through. Gerard just getting to the outside there. Made the angle tighter for himself by doing so, but good enough to have passed Omathabo. Now Unak, and he hides at home past Nixon. Trading goals won't be enough here. The team from Western Australia in this distance derby between New Zealand and the team from WA. And
it's just the scoreboard.
sorry, the scoreboard camera's been knocked off its perch. We'll pick that up at the next stoppage in play. I can tell you it is 20 to 15, 16 and a half minutes played. And an attacker foul. There is, well, there was plenty of space for Karai, but Sato barreling back. Someone really needed to give them the call that Sato was right there to snake it away. Oh, Sato has a block. New Zealand will come back the other way at pace with Campbell. Fires home. 6-goal lead for the Barbarians. There might be a 2-minute suspension in here for the push on him as well. There will be for Unak. He might have even pushed Smita there. There we go. Scoreboard camera is back. As Campbell did well to corral the ball, but that was never going to be anything but a free throw. Sato. To Sato, and saved by Nixon. Sato forced the defense to commit. His team made a bit of an opening, but Nixon once again up to the challenge is Adriano Costa. So he'll be back in the game pretty soon. The centre back for Western Australia. Karan firing home again. Right hand, right wing. No problem at all. Costa is back for the final stretch here. (22:15). 10 or so minutes to play. 10 and a half minutes to play. Unak still serving that 2-minute suspension for another 23 seconds. And Sato expecting Chun Yi Chung to be there on the wing. As Souza gets past Campbell, who was trying to pick off the pass. Chun Yi Chung off the bar and away. For a man who's been so good at firing home with pace. And this time, Wamatabo gets the shoulder in the way. Junior Chung has it saved this time by Nixon, but Sato come the other way. Riku Sato wrapped up by the Barbarians' defense. Costa picks it up. Move a broken play. And New Zealand get a chance to get out and running here with Fitzpatrick. Schmieder! It's a great trailing run, and Fitzpatrick knew where his teammate was going to be, and it's now an 8-goal advantage for the Barbarians. And it's a timeout for Western Australia. They are in a little bit of difficulty here, Western Australia. I don't see exactly what the Western Australia coach is trying to instill into his charges here. It's the chant of 1, 2, 3 Kiwis. They are hyped. Oh. Here we go, 9 minutes remaining. It's going to take an almighty run from WA to finish this one off. They trail 23-15. They do have possession here. They try to eat into this margin. Soderand from the wing, off target. Opened up a really good opportunity for him there. And attack a foul. I think it might have been there and there on the pivot. And another turnover. WA. Now Fitzpatrick, oh, he's got a wide open. Well, it's wide open, but it doesn't matter when one Omasabo is there to cover the post. Right. Barbarians set up something now. Campbell in there at pivot. We're on the left. And then Schmieder on the right. So 2 pivots. And shot just wide by Goosen. And Goosen knows that's a 2-minute for him. He'll take his leave. And off the bar. And straight in the bottom corner. Josh Bruce Campbell, sorry. And saved by Nixon. Maintaining the team's 9-goal lead. And coach calling out to Nico Giaquindo to shoot from 9. Instead he goes into the teeth of the defense. Stop dead. Campbell. And somehow that finds its way into the net. As the 2-minute suspension expires. Looks like Patrick Laupepe is going to see his first minutes of the afternoon. It is, no, sorry, it's still morning. Afternoon in New Zealand, though. Oh, beautifully found. Goosen just forcing defenders to commit. And Giaquinto right there. Pepe there in the middle on defense. Looks like Schmieder and Goosen. Side turn into Souza. That's what they've needed, WA, but it's off the bar. They've had so much success getting the ball to him, and side turn and fashioned an opening for Souza. Oh, beautiful play. Just need to deny that pass, I think, in New Zealand. And it'll come the other way through WA. Souza. Just so difficult to stop. Oh. And Zato reels it in. He's just fouled. Oh. Souza continues to rack up the goals. I think this will it's probably annoy New Zealand a little bit, in all honesty, that they're letting the opposition line player get so many opportunities, even though the game is done. And indeed, they are going to call a timeout. No, they lead 26-18 with just on 2 minutes or so to play. Still want to make sure they finish strongly. We're going into their semi-final, which I believe is against the ACT. We'll have to check the exact schedule, but that did look like what it was going to be. Looks as though over on the other court, Queensland picked up the win 35-18 in the end. Goosen straight up through the middle. And Sousa. Once again, that is. Just wide from Jack Quinto. Out and running, Sato. And 7-meter penalty coming. And Lauren Hahn there. Picking up. Collecting Sato, but. Unak puts it home. Really aggressively here, as you would expect from a team just looking to get possession of the ball and fight to the last. And off the post. Just took advantage of the defense. Trying to steal the ball away, but couldn't complete the goal. And Sousa looking to stop hand there, and Kiwis eventually get it back. All right, with 5 seconds left, the clock running down. That will be the end of the section. Oh, it is the New Zealand Barbarians coming away with a 27-20 victory to advance to the semi-finals. Looks like they'll take on the ACT. The WA finished second in their group, beating Victoria yesterday, but couldn't get it done today. And Barbarians, well, first win of the tournament comes at the perfect time. We'll see them later on today. We also see WA later on today. They'll play Victoria in the 5th and 6th playoff. But looking forward, I believe looks like we've got New South Wales and ACT women up next. The Battle of the Hume Highway. So that should be an absolutely cracking matchup. Teams both looking for spots in the gold medal game. All right, until then, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to the referees, the bench crew, the players, the cameraman, the fans, and most of all you, the viewer. And until next time, I've been Lockie France, and you have been amazing.